Welcome back to another Tales of Tribute game. Going second today. Opponent picks Alessia first, and let's go with Druid King and Regine. Haven't played Regine in a while, and I'd like to play some Druid King. So opponent has 5 gold, can pick up any number of things. Yeah, that one's fine. Doesn't really generate the economy, but it does generate power, and it's kind of hard to kill at 3 toughness, so I think that's a reasonable pick. I like picking up our Regine agent because we have still an extra 2 gold to use the treasury. So we have our economy is helped quite a bit by that. I really like Time Mastery. It's very good to pick up early. Lets you toss away all the bad gold cards. So I think that's a very reasonable pick. He picks up Envoy. He managed to draw his Envoy, which is something that's kind of annoying. We do have to deal with it, and unfortunately we didn't get a Time Mastery combo going. So yeah, not really much of a turn. Let's just work on the economy a bit, and I get rid of the agent. I have been quite disappointed with Alessia agents. I feel like it's very bad to draw, and they just don't do anything unless you're actually going Alessia. And if you don't plan to, what's the point? We do manage to get 7 gold this turn, so our choice is between White Strake Ascendant and the Jarring Lullaby. We're already going Regine, so I'm more likely to go into Jarring Lullaby. And he is going, and it is good for killing agents. However, White Strake Ascendant on reflection is actually probably the better agent killing card because it stays on the battlefield, and that can get super duper annoying when you're playing against yeah. So he picks up White Strike Ascendant, and he has at least 1 Alessia card in his deck, so that's fine. And unfortunately we're a bit stuck here because we can't generate any power at all. I mean, if you look at the patrons available in the tavern, or and the cards in the tavern right now, they don't really generate very much power. I mean, Druid King can generate a bit of power, but I think a lot of it is quite a bit of agent killing mostly. So we pick up our Jarring Lullaby, which just doesn't kill agents, but this is basically our only way to kill agents. Our opponent does have generate a bit of power with his cards and can also use his White Strake. Picks up the Quartermaster and manages to get a Wizard Totem combo, so he gets to pick up a Priestess of 8 for free. So big turn for our opponent. Plenty of good cards in his deck. At least we get a Jarring Lullaby, so at least we can use it to kill some of his agents. Very important to do that. Kill his last agent, and the question is, what should we go next? I like Chainbreaker, but at the same time we can also just spend our gold a little more efficiently. Let's just shuffle a Curse into his deck, because his deck is getting on the big side, and make our deck a bit smaller at the same time. He draws the White Strake. What can you do? And this really shows the power of White Strake versus the Regine agent killing card. The White Strake stays on the battlefield and forces me to kill it, and I think I do need to kill it because otherwise it would keep generating value, and there's not much else I can do, so I can't buy anything good. We do draw our Jarring Lullaby this turn, which will allow us to kill whatever agents he plays this turn, which is fine. More than happy to do that. But the fact that Jarring Lullaby doesn't stay on the battlefield means that he's always generating a little bit of power with his agents, and that's not really a winning proposition in my opinion. He doesn't shuffle away the Dreaming Cave, which, you know, I'm fine with. I think Dreaming Cave is probably the best deck. He's scared. He shuffled away the Saint's Wrath instead because he was scared that I would. I guess he's scared that I get another agent killing card, which is fine. We have 3 gold. Let's shuffle Regine Curse into his deck, and I didn't notice this on the first playthrough, but I can see that there's a Druid King Vestments on the very right side of the tavern, and that is actually exactly the card I need in this deck right now because we have a couple of ways to toss our deck, toss our cards away, and the Druid King Vestments gives us 1 power every time we toss a card. So that is actually the best pick in this situation right now because what we really need in our deck is something that generates us power. Our deck actually is very good at generating gold. We have a very good economy, but but on the other hand, we are actually really short on power. We're picking up a lot of toss cards actually. We have got the Right Master, which is a great tossing agent, and the one thing that would definitely make my deck work is picking up the Druid King Investments, because what else is going to generate power with these guys with these patrons available? Our opponent's going very heavy into Alessia. And that can be good, but I think it's going to be tough to catch up with my opponent. Druid King does generate a good bit of power sometimes if you pick up a good agent and a Druid King Vestments, of course. But yeah, I'm really neglecting the combo or the synergy between Druid King and Sijic. Druid King Vestments is really the correct card to pick up, but unfortunately I didn't see it this game. I picked up a lot of tossing cards. I don't really want to pick up Sleight of Hand because yeah, I did shuffle the Tavern. But shuffling the Tavern, it can be useful to reveal better cards, but right now the cards in the Tavern are just so bad. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, our opponent's like 15 prestige ahead of us, and that's not really where we want to be under any circumstances. We need to keep that for the Rajin combo. Although drawing that, then that's a bit of a mistake. I should have kept the I should have thrown away the Prowling Shadow and kept the Jarring Lullaby on the top. That way I could kill both his agents. Right now I'm just buying things from the Tavern in hope to reveal good cards. But the truth is I should have just picked the Druid King Vestments. That would probably make this game way easier at this stage. Still, our opponent is not having the greatest turns right now. I feel like he's using his sergeants. He's shuffling more sergeants in his deck, and he kept both my agents alive, which is very bad if you're my opponent, because you don't really want your opponent to be just getting free value off agents. So yeah, Sijic Rightmaster. Let's keep our Stone Lore Rocks here on the top, and let's see if we can find better cards. And these are not, unfortunately, better cards. We do get Augur's Council, which just generates us a little bit more power, and we do reveal another Dreaming Cave, which, yeah, I'm more than happy to pick up. Dreaming Cave, we got 3 Dreaming Caves in our deck right now, which is like amazing toss. Like, we should be able to shuffle and cycle through our deck really fast. So many tossing cards in my deck, and it is a bit embarrassing that I failed that, although it sounds like a broken record, but I failed to see that Druid King Vestments was the correct pick. And my opponent actually might not have realized it as well. Otherwise he would have tried to shuffle with Druid King Vestments. Although, seeing that, I mean, he's seen me have plenty of opportunities not to pick up Druid King Vestments, and that's honestly the correct card to pick up in this scenario. But yeah, let's without picking up the Druid King Vestments, we can still try to get our way to victory. We just need to get a couple of good agents, a good couple of other cards in our deck instead. So let's see if we can go from there. Playing our Stone Lore Rocks here first. Let's see. Higher specs. Yeah, we probably should keep that. And we do need to draw our Jarring Lullaby. That one is going to be very helpful to kick out these 2 agents. Another thing that would have been nice to pick up is another agent killing card. So, and Grand Larceny is in fact another agent killing card. Picking up the Tithe generates us, gets us another action from the Tavern. And yeah, picking up that, I was thinking at that point that we really want to try to pretty much go for Patron Victory at this point. We are 1 away from Patron Victory, so my opponent, this will force my opponent to try to have to do something essentially. And we have managed to catch up with our opponent in terms of prestige, which is nice because I mean my opponent's last couple of turns have been pretty shitty, pretty disastrous. I say that, and then now he gets his 4 combo off with the Pelin, and he has 5 agents on the field. So times like this would be really nice to reveal an any of the Alessia contract agents, because those will kill all the agents in the field, and that's really the one thing that we really need. Unfortunately, we don't reveal that, and we have a lot of deeply uninteresting cards on the field right now. I suddenly realized that Druid King Vestments is a good card and pick it up. That is pretty much my win condition, but unfortunately I'm leaving like 3 of his agents on the field, and that's going to be very scary because especially 3 Alessia agents, so he's going to get all the minor prestige combos off Alessia at this stage. And unfortunately, despite having 3 Dreaming Caves in our card, this turn is not really what we're looking for. This turn is just a bunch of do-nothing cards that, yeah, toss. I mean, our next turn is going to be great because we have 1 Time Mastery, but that's not really what we're looking for at this stage. Now, we do have Forest Wraith. Forest Wraith has the same power as Druid King Vestments in that every time a card goes into my cooldown, I generate power. And that's a way out of this. So if I can pick up the Forest Wraith, Time Mastery lets us allows us to generate quite a reasonable amount of power, actually. Plus that, and we get to kill at least all 4 of his things, so that's fine. Rag Picker, just to make our deck smaller, is reasonable. The other alternative is we just shuffle another curse into his deck, but to be honest, at this stage, we are getting very close to the end. Because yeah, I think Ritual Herb I think Mainland Inquiries was fine to toss away as well. Like, we have so many Sijic cards, it's not an issue comboing there. We pick up the Bewilderment that our opponent shuffled into our deck way long ago. But the main problem The main issue that we're facing right now is that our opponent is 20 prestige ahead of us. Although we have a couple of good cards in our deck, I'm not sure that's good enough. And also, my opponent uses the White Strike Ascendant to, in fact, shuffles a couple of cards to the top of his deck. So I know his next turn is going to be really, really good. We do have the Forest Wraith on the field, so right now I'm just using the Forest Wraith power plus the Dreaming Cave power to shuffle away things. We can wipe out that. That was a mistake. We should have killed the Haruspex first, because that generates him a little bit of prestige every time an agent goes into his battlefield. So yeah, 37 power, or rather 37 prestige we're up against, and my opponent will almost certainly have stacked his deck in a way to be able to reach 40, and we don't have enough, or rather I don't think any Rajin card showed up that reduced prestige, so we're kind of in a bind in the sense that we need to win this turn, or rather we need to be able to manage to beat 40 prestige this turn with our current setup. Now we do draw our Druid King Vestments. Yeah, it's a card that we should have picked up at the start. I mean, this game was in a sense lost from the start because I didn't pick up that Druid King Vestments. Watch how much prestige I can generate with Druid King Vestments. Just one turn. We're at 18 right now. We have a Dreaming Cave into a Dreaming Cave. That was a mistake, by the way. We should not have tossed away our Sijic tossing card. We might have actually been able to generate something in that case. But yeah, even then, I'm not super convinced. We are buying cards right now because buying cards puts them in our cooldown, which generates its power, thanks to Druid King's Vestments. I really feel I also should not have shuffled away that Time Mastery, because Time Mastery tosses 5, and tossing 5 would have been able to get us somewhere. So yeah, very, very disappointing mistake I made playing this game. I should have picked up the Druid King Vestments. I should have realized that tossing cards combos very well with the Druid King Vestments, and that's really what led us to our loss. And 3-2 is pretty abysmal win ratio. But yeah, we learn as much as from our defeats as our victories. So yeah, I definitely got to keep that in mind. Not picking up the Druid King Vestments really cost us the game there. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.